Joey, I have your title. I want to read the title because I couldn't remember this.
Yeah.
I was told some really wonderful things about you, but I need to read your specific title. Senior Vice President, Head of Global Event Strategy and Development, National Basketball Association.
That's a lot of words.
That's a lot of words. There was no chance I was going to remember that. Now, what I was told was you're freaking awesome. You activate lots of really cool things, and you were at the Olympics.
Those are all somewhat true.
Boom.
Which is enough we probably need.
We're in. Okay, so let's start with the Olympics.
Talk to me.
The Serbia game. We're down 2. They have the ball. They missed that three-pointer. Thank God. Thank God. You a little tight about that point?
Unbelievably nervous. I was with the CEO of USA Basketball, Jim Tooley. I watched him not be able to be in the room. We were pacing back and forth. What people also forget about that game was there was a 6-point play. And that 6-point play changed the entire game where we hit a 3, got fouled, and then hit a 3 again, Devin Booker. That doesn't happen in the NBA. At most, that's either a 4-point play or we're just getting a foul and the ball's going down. That changed the entire play. And so, like, under FIBA rules, that play was allowed. Doesn't happen in the NBA, and we may not win that game.
FIBA rules I liked. I'm going to be honest. I didn't know. And I was like, I'm
like the goaltending.
It's like I'm loyal to America. We hate FIBA rules. But actually, I didn't know what FIBA rules really were. I liked the pace of the game under FIBA rules.
I think there's a couple great things as a fan. One, the games are quick, right? I think that's something our team is hyper focused on at the NBA is how do you increase pace of play, and we think a lot about last 2 minutes, replays, all of those items. What I think FIBA showed was people love how quickly the game moves, and then it really showcases the athleticism. And you need shooters because you can pack the paint. It's a completely different game, and I think why you see so many of those international teams, guys who've been playing together since they were kids. And the challenge of our team is the greatest players on earth, but they're coming together with weeks, a month of practice. It's a really hard challenge, and to be able to win 2 gold medals for our 5-on-5 teams, really, really special. And to be on the front end from the first day of training camp in Las Vegas through the last game in Paris, like I got to see things you wouldn't expect.
Okay, talk some sense into me because as an average fan, diehard but average fan of the NBA, college basketball, I think there are 12 players, and they're all A+. Who cares if they practice together?
Yeah.
Because you feel like if there's LeBron and KD and Steph and Ant, who cares if they practice together? They're just that good. It seems that I would not be correct with my thought process. Why is that? Why can't they just go and be awesome if they're all awesome?
I think there's a chemistry, right? Like at the end of the day, there's one ball and it's got to be shot by one person. Who takes that shot? How do they take it in the rhythm of the offense? I think you saw it from Steph, who is as the greatest shooter of all time, and he was deferring for not just a game, for weeks.
Early on, especially. He would just stand in the corner a lot.
Trying to make sure that other guys got into the rhythm of the game, and I think that's hard, right? In these other teams that have played together, our NBA teams that are playing together, who the ball is going to be, who the shot's going to go up. And I think that's a real challenge about in the flow of the offense. How do you keep everybody involved? How do you create rotations? Steve Kerr obviously got challenged all the time about who he was putting in games and when and how. And I think that's the part that doesn't just come together. You need time. And our team doesn't have that time because of the way in which the team is put together.
Looking at the coaching staff when it was Kerr and it was Spoelstra, but even like Coach Few from
Gonzaga.
From Gonzaga. Like, how does he get that job? 1, that's pretty cool to have a college coach there. And then 2, that's so legit to go back to your college and be like, I was just with LeBron.
100%. I mean, and Ty Lue, who was there, and you think about the challenge, obviously, that we had with Kawhi Leonard, which started off the summer, and Ty Lue's his coach during the year. And to me, what was great was that each of them took a role. Spo took the offense. Ty took the defense. Few was working on inbounds plays. Steve sort of was the master across all of it. And watching these guys in practice, you forget how much they just love to coach. And what USA Basketball affords them is that there's not this huge staff like they have on an NBA team. Before the game, when Steph's doing his warm-up, you've got Spo passing him the ball. You have Spo rebounding. Like, that's taking guys back 25 years into their career. And everybody's willing to do it because they care about the flag, they care about USA, they care about this moment and winning a gold medal. And so all egos go aside.
I want to talk about Tyrese Halliburton for a second. We went and worked out with the Pacers this year. Love the organization. He didn't play.
Are you saying this on purpose?
No.
No.
I'm leaving the NBA. My last day's next Friday. I'm moving to Indiana.
Really?
I feel like you're doing this on purpose.
Okay.
I did not.
I feel like you're messing with me,
No,
Bob. I feel like you're messing with me.
I'm not. Well, we became a fan of the Pacers organization because we actually got to go spend time with the people to make it happen. We went to the game. I drove the little car on the court and stuff.
Of course.
Yeah. So
Now, Halliburton did get hurt that game.
That game,
Yeah,
that's right.
right,
He did
split.
get hurt.
Will you be my guest this year and come
Wait,
back?
so you're going to go work for the Pacers?
I'm going to go work for the Pacers
What?
and the Fever
I thought you said
starting
you were
on Monday.
And the Fever?
I had the Fever starting
Okay.
on Monday. So
Let me tell you this.
You were legit somebody.
Hold on.
Was this
I
LeGret?
swear to God, nobody told me, but I need to tell you what happened on my
Talk to
radio show yesterday. So I'm going. I swear to you, first of all, we didn't know you were going to
No, we did
Indiana.
not know.
This is why this is exciting to us. So I got on my show yesterday. I'm going. Coach Cal, who's now the coach at Arkansas,
Yep.
which that's my school. I'm going to go do a 30 and over adult basketball camp for a couple days. And
That's not the joke.
yeah, it's not the joke.
You
Yeah.
still got it though.
I don't. Well, I never. I'm still a MLB Celebrity All-Star Game. I just won MVP of that,
Yeah.
which was super
Shout
cool.
out.
So like I still.
I listened to your radio show.
Thank you.
I'm a fan of yours.
Thank you. So I have it a little bit, just left. And so, but I don't have basketball. So what I said was, because I have been from the beginning, and everybody is, but especially me, and they can vouch, I'm the biggest Caitlin Clark fan
Okay.
He is.
for different reasons. But I said, on my show, I said I would give $10,000 to any charity. I just want an hour of shooting lessons from Caitlin. I will drive up there, and whatever charity gets the money, great. But I need to learn how to shoot from somebody I respect.
Okay.
So when you're up there,
That's his
let's
first
see if
job?
Listen, I bet I can get that done.
and whatever charity we want, let's do it.
Let's do it.
And no more than that. But I just want to learn from the best.
Great.
I don't want to learn from medium.
I mean, why would you?
Right.
Right. That's what was awesome about the Olympics.
It's
24 of the best
of the best.
every day. Yeah.
Well, so my original question was about Halliburton, who didn't play, and at the end, made the funny tweet.
Yeah.
He was like, "When you get the A in the group project." But then it turns out maybe he was hurt a little bit. And what was
Yeah.
happening there?
He had a little bit of a calf issue for sure, but obviously, I mean, listen, he's the next generation of players. I think he was brought in for two things. One, to push the pace in games where we had to play fast. And so you saw him play that. He's, in my mind, he's the best point guard in the league, true point guard. He distributes the ball. He's pass first. But he's also got a lot of his game that he's got to get better at. He knows that. And watching him on the bench, what he was doing was picking the brain of guys like Bam Adebayo and watching KD and thinking about how LeBron practices. I will tell you from being there every day, you watch how people became great. And there are guys who play below their talent. There are guys who play to their talent, and there are guys who exceed their talent. Watching somebody like Steph Curry, I'm in awe every single day. And he was struggling. He was getting roasted in the media. And every day he put himself through a workout with his team, every single day, besides practice. This is in the summer. He doesn't have to do that. His legacy is cemented. And every single day the guy put himself through an hour workout. For somebody like Tyrese, watching that and understanding what it requires, the sacrifices to be great, as I know you have, man. I know where you came from. I know what you built, like the hours you put into this craft. That's the stuff people don't get. That's the stuff that I think things like the Olympics can showcase, is these behind-the-scenes moments where you're watching people decide to do not what is easy, not what is in their best interest, but they're sacrificing to be personally great. And that fires me up. I love every bit of that.
Two final questions, both about it. We have to be friends after this too, by the way.
I think you guys are already
No,
friends.
I do. It's like it's,
Already.
Hey, Kevin, but you didn't tell me he was moving to Indiana, did you? He definitely didn't tell me. That's so crazy.
I feel like this
That's
is
so
Ashton
crazy.
Kutcher's colleague. I'm getting punked right now.
No. Okay, so here are my two questions. One is the 2028 team.
Yep.
Would a guy, and I don't know how personally affected he was. I did see him like repost some stuff on his Instagram story, Tatum.
Yeah.
Who did, but he was also like 0 for 10. Like whatever side you want to hear, or 0 for 12, whatever he was from shooting.
Yeah.
Would he come back and play in the Olympics after what happened this last year?
I don't want to speak for Jason, but I mean, listen, Jason's a champion, right? He's one of the best players in the NBA, and people forget he was instrumental to the team in Tokyo. I mean, he was part of the reason why we won that Olympic gold. He's a champion on every level. So to think that he's not going to take it personal, of course he is. But to also think that that's not going to motivate him in certain ways, and that he's going to maybe open up for an opportunity to come back and prove to the world again the credible talent he is. I certainly also wouldn't put that past Jason Tatum. I think he is a star on every level. And I'll say, from being around the team all the time, it never impacted his relationships with the guys.
Really?
And I think that is a statement of somebody that you can really admire. And obviously, I mean, listen, look at the ties. Grant Hill put the team together. He's a Duke guy. Tatum's a Duke guy, right? There's so many ties going back to these kids from when they were young players. And to be able to stomach that, to take that on, is a true testament to his personality and his growth as a man.
Yeah.
I appreciate you being here. I'm gonna get my cell phone number from him. We're gonna be friends, even if I didn't even know you. That's so crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I will see. No, wait. I'm going to see you in Indy. I'm going to hold
Oh,
you.
we're,
No.
we're Indy fans.
I literally said it on my show yesterday.
Great. So I will see you in Indy.
Okay.
Okay,
I'll
done.
talk. Thank you. Yes, there he is. Yeah. Thank you, Jeff.
Of course, man. Appreciate it, brother.